My name is Jacqueline Harper. I've begun my work to discover the supernatural. Today, I'm not sure whether or not the entity I meet with will be hostile or not. After having your door painted with the word marked in blood, I decided it was time for a change of scenery. The flight to the US was uneventful, and again, the thoughts of the vampire's fangs and Selene haunted my dreams. I still can't believe the things she made me do. There was no set meeting. I have heard about a carnival known as the Carnival of Horrors. One of the last of this type in the world, and there have been many rumors that there are supernatural beings in it. It is shrouded in mystery. It has been known to travel around in set locations, and fortunately it has appeared where I am. I thought I would visit and see whether the rumors about this place were true. I arrived earlier than I thought with my equipment. The ticket booths were completely empty. There was dust everywhere. It was as though time stood still. The air hung. The breeze had silenced. I could almost swear the sound from the outside world had ceased. I felt as if I'd stepped into another place, if not another time. I was stopped by a little girl, her face painted like a clown in the older fashion. She didn't seem lost, almost comfortable in the quiet desolation that permeated inside of the park. Hello? Are you part of the carnival? Do you work here?
Yes.
I wasn't about to let a chance to talk pass me by. I took out my notepad and pen before taking out my recorder, and by all rights I should have asked her parents for permission first. Still, I couldn't tell quite how old she was. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Creepy Clown Girl. At least that's what everyone calls me.
I wondered what her real name was. How long have you been part of it? Are your parents part of it?
1907.
She blinked as though her train of thought suddenly broken.
My parents brought me here and...
The small girl's grip on the doll tightened. She seemed protective of it. A brief moment of silence passed before I drew in a breath. Who is this? I asked, gestured towards the, incredibly creepy doll that the girl carried in her arms.
This is my dolly Abigail. She was given to me by my friend Charlie the night my parents forgot about me.
She's coming for you. You better hide.
I could have sworn I No, it was silly. Ah, she's very pretty. Again, I looked over at the strange doll and felt a shiver go up my spine. She had cracked, yellow skin, white eyes, and the gown she wore was torn, stained with age, and I could not escape the feeling that it was watching me. Then I heard a strange voice in the background.
Why did you leave me under the bed? Did you forget about me, or were you bored?
It hummed in my mind, as close as someone whispering in my ear.
Why did you leave me under the bed? Did you forget about me, or were you bored?
What was that? I looked around trying to find the source, and the little girl's expression did not change. Perhaps it was simply my imagination. As I looked again, I found myself staring at empty benches and popped balloons. I truly felt out of place here. What was it like being in the Carnival of Horrors?
Growing up in the carnival is all I have known, and they have been my family and have taught me so much. I couldn't imagine growing up anywhere else.
How old were you when you joined them?
I was 5.
5? That was so young. Her arms were still tightly wrapped around the creepy doll in her arms. And I could have sworn I saw the eyes moving. What do you think of the rumors around this place? I asked, wishing to know more about what she thought. And I could have sworn I saw a shadow moving behind her. I blinked and stared. She didn't seem to notice.
Follow the leader. He will take you in. He will give you a home as long as you stay.
That time, I knew I heard it.
She sees you. She's coming for you. You better hide. She's coming for you. You better hide.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
The voice.
The carnival has many voices, and I have heard them all over the years. I guess I am just used to them. They keep talking, hushed screams, deafening whispers.
It was strange. There was a pause. My eyes fixed on the big top in the distance. It seemed to shift in the wind, though I could not feel a breeze. Do you know much about the history of the carnival? I asked, as I gestured to see if I could sit beside the little girl. Despite the beautiful and warm day, there was a strange and eerie feeling about the carnival. I sat beside her, and waited to see what she said. I couldn't take my eyes off the doll. There was something about it that made me feel more than uneasy.
From what I was taught and have learned about the Carnival of Horrors is that it has been in the family for many, many generations, passed down over the years. From what I was taught and have learned about the Carnival of Horrors is that it has been in the family for many, many generations, passed down over the years. It is a very old and turn of the century, and over time has fed the curiosities and fears of many. It has many secrets and fears to be told.
Who owns the carnival?
The ringleader,
What is his name?
the ringleader, I just told you.
Again, I could have sworn I saw a shadow moving behind the little girl. The carnival was gradually beginning to be seen as a possible refuge for those who had no home. I pondered asking her this, but instead I decided to ask. Is everyone who is part of the carnival human, or are there other kinds of beings? I asked. Again, behind her, I saw more shadows beginning to appear, and other strange figures. My heart rate began to increase, and I had an impending sense of dread.
Follow the leader. He will take you in. He will give you a home as long as you stay.
I am sorry, Miss Harper. The carnival is not always safe, and it is time for you to leave.
I heard shuffling, something dragging itself across the cracked pavement. The shadows themselves seemed to move in one misshapen, huddled mass, making its way closer. I stood, staring into the darkness, praying, hoping that this would be some kind of sadistic joke played on me by the operators of the carnival. But no such relief came. My eyes fixed on the shifting wall of darkness of the big top tent. I felt the air become cold, as if the heat had been pulled from my body. Something wanted to welcome me, to become part of its collection, its family. I snapped to, turned on my heel, and ran as fast as my legs could carry me to my rental car. The breeze returned when I cleared the grounds and fought to drag my keys out of my purse. My fingers numb with fear, I somehow managed to get the key into the lock and slammed my door shut. Locking it and trying to get the car to start. I looked up through the windshield, seeing clear through the ticket booth into the carnival itself. The engine roared to life as I sat frozen in my seat, my eyes making out the shape of the girl and her bright makeup. While not smiling, she seemed content, the look as someone has when they've made a new friend. The carnival behind her began to shift uneasily as I threw the vehicle into reverse. I left the parking lot, taking turns at random. I was not driving with a destination in mind. I only felt the need to get out of view of the carnival itself. My theory at the time was, if it could not see me, it could not collect me. I went back to my hotel room as fast as I could. I went through my notes and made sure I got down everything about the carnival. A place I was not willing to return to anytime soon. Besides, I had no desire to return to the carnival. I lifted an envelope marked with my name, and I knew who I'd be seeing next.
She's coming for you. You better hide. She sees you. She's coming for you. You better hide. She's coming for you. You better hide.
I would like to thank my guest, Creepy Clown Girl, for joining me today with her character. She regularly supports other creators, so check her out if you haven't already. I would also like to thank Frezzman for his editing, and he is still looking for people to interview. And last but not least, I would like to thank Tanner Stokes for his amazing custom soundtrack. I hope you enjoyed this episode and you're looking forward to the next one. Stay safe, my little spooklings. And remember, I'll be watching you.